Hello everyone, starting today, I'm starting something new. I'm going to give one welcome moon to a lucky person every week. So if you're interested, you can like the video and comment something related to the video along with your UID and server. I might give it to more than one person, depending on the number of videos I post each week. The winners will be announced in the next video or the one after that. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for quicker updates. As for today's video, we're going to take a look at the potential new characters and banners from version 5.5 to the last patch of Natlan, version 5.8. But before that, the banners of Farina and Ryosli are now up on the Asian server and will soon be available on all servers. So if you want to pull for them but have run out of Primo Gems, you must check out lootbar.gg for a way to save some money. Lootbar is an excellent way to top up in games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. You can save up to 23% on all top-ups by utilizing favorable exchange rates. Lootbar is in direct partnership with authorized top-up partners of HoYoverse and has over 100,000 users with 16,000 plus positive reviews, so it's completely safe and secure. Make sure to check the link in the description or the pinned comment for an extra 5% discount. Now, let's take a quick look at the 5.5 banners because we've already discussed them in previous videos. In Phase 1, we will see VARESA and Xianyun's banners along with the 4-star character Ian-san, whereas in the second phase, Xianyun and Venti will get their rerun banners. Venti is the only Archon left to rerun other than MAVUIKA, so his rerun is pretty much confirmed. Now, moving on to version 5.6 banners and characters. Based on current information, we might see 3 new characters in the 5.6 update: Dahlia, IFA, and Effie, the chef girl from Fontaine. However, there's a good chance that IFA's release will be pushed further. He was supposed to be released in version 5.5, but that's not happening, so it's really hard to say when he'll come out. The only thing we know about him is that he's a Catalyst user. We don't know anything about his vision or playstyle yet. We haven't even seen him. But we know he has a tall male model, so that's something worth waiting for. Judging by the current scenario, he might be released in version 5.8 if he's a 5-star character, and I'll explain my reasoning later in this video. Now, apart from IFA, Dahlia and Effie are expected to be released in 5.6. As I said, Effie will be a 5-star character from Fontaine. Since she's a chef, she should have a Pyro Vision, but that's just my guess. As for Dahlia, there's no reliable info, but he's expected to be a 4-star character. His model was leaked a long time ago, but I don't think HoYoverse will release the exact same model and character design. So we might see something similar to Emilie's case, where they will probably change his outfit's color and hairstyle. You know what I mean, right? All I'm saying is that we will get at least one new 5-star character in 5.6, so the remaining 3 banners should be reruns. And who are the candidates? Well, from what I've observed, one Fontaine character will surely get a rerun in 5.6, and that will either be Emilie or Navia, or both. Emilie was released in version 4.8, and Navia got her first rerun in the same patch. So Emilie should get her first rerun in the 5.6 update. Also, there's a good chance that both of them could get their reruns in 5.6 because we have seen something similar happen in 5.3, where HoYoverse decided to rerun Arlecchino and Clorin together, or in the current patch where 3 Fontaine characters are getting reruns. I'm saying this because there's a whole bunch of characters left to rerun, so assuming that both Navia and Emilie get their reruns in 5.6, there's only one spot left, and that will be filled by one Natlan character's rerun. They decided to go with XILONEN in 5.5, so it's either going to be Mulani or Kinich in version 5.6, but I'll go with Mulani just because her banner did pretty well compared to Kinich's, and HoYoverse would definitely want that to happen again. Now, here's something interesting. There are still a lot of characters waiting to get their reruns, which is why I'm guessing that we might see an Inazuma Chronicled Wish banner in version 5.6. We're getting new areas in 5.5, so 5.6 will probably be a filler patch, and that's why we might see another Chronicled Wish banner in this update. There's no way HoYoverse would be able to rerun all the Inazuma and Sumeru characters in Natlan, and we haven't seen some of them in a really long time. There have also been rumors about an Inazuma Chronicled Wish banner in Natlan. So if this turns out to be true, then all the Inazuma characters except Raiden and Kazuha will appear on it. The characters are Ayaka, Ayato, Miko, Ito, Kokomi, Yoimiya, and Mizuki. Now, moving on to version 5.7, the new 5-star character we will be seeing in this patch is SKIRK. SKIRK will be a 5-star Cryo Sword user. As for her playstyle, she's definitely going to be a main DPS and will probably see some new mechanics in her kit, similar to the Bond of Life effect in Fontaine. This can be confirmed by looking at the finale of the Deep Galleries artifact set bonus. The 2-piece set gives a 15% cryo damage bonus, which is normal, but the 4-piece set bonus says that when the equipping character has 0 energy, their normal attack damage is increased by 60%, and elemental burst damage is increased by 60%. This also means that SKIRK's playstyle will be related to dealing normal attack damage, similar to Arlecchino. But again, these are all just theories at this point. One more thing. According to reliable sources like HXG and DK2, SKIRK will also have slight adjustments compared to other medium girl size characters, similar to VARESA and Janssen. This could also mean that Natlan's story will end in version 5.7 with MAVUIKA's second story quest. I'm personally very excited for SKIRK's release, and I'm sure many of you are as well. So if you're a F2P player, starting saving those precious Primo Gems if you're planning to get her. All I'm saying is that SKIRK will definitely get her own banner in 5.7 because she's a 5-star character. As for the remaining 3 banners, they should be reruns. The potential characters are Kinich or Mulani, whoever doesn't get a rerun in 5.6, MAVUIKA, and probably Wanderer or Alhaitham. Wanderer and Alhaitham are 2 of the best characters from Sumeru, both in terms of sales and popularity-wise, so I'm assuming they would want to rerun one of them in version 5.7, not to mention the lack of male characters in Natlan, so if you consider this fact, this might be a good chance to rerun one of them, and of course, whoever's left in 5.7 will probably get theirs in the 5.8 update. Now, moving on to version 5.8. Again, we should see one new 5-star character in this patch, likely IFA if he is indeed a 5-star character. Just like in 4.8, when Emilie was released, despite not being relevant to the main storyline, IFA could follow the same pattern. As for the 3 reruns, the potential characters are Chaska, Yelan, and one Sumeru character. I mentioned Yelan because she didn't appear in the Chronicled Wish banner, so they're probably planning to give her a rerun, just like they did in 4.8. Or they could always skip her like they did with Shenhei and Kokomi and replace her with someone like Nilou or Sino. But the chances of this happening are very low, and I think Yelan will get another rerun before the release of Nod Cry. As for the other Sumeru character, it should be either Alhaitham or Wanderer, whoever's left after the 5.7 update. Now, since we didn't get any playable Harbinger in Natlan, is there any chance that we would get 2 playable Harbingers in Nod Cry? Well, we all know how everyone's excited for Capitano's release, and there are some rumors of him becoming playable in Nod Cry. But what about Columbina? We will also get to meet her there, along with Dottore. So what do you think? Will HoYoverse release 2 playable Harbingers in Nod Cry? Well, these are just my predictions based on HoYoverse's current patterns and how they might approach the rerun schedule, so it's subject to change in the future. But I'll be sure to update this as we progress further. And if you were waiting for someone I didn't mention, let me know who it was in the comments below, and I'll try my best to give you an answer. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.